Hey gorgeous, this is Stacy from Stacy Make Me Over, and today I'm gonna finish my brows. As you can see, they are not done, and I would like to make them look a little bit more like sisters. Now remember, your brows are sisters, not twins. I know for many of you, you struggle to get one brow looking perfect, and then when it comes to doing the opposite brow, sometimes it doesn't look as good as the first one you did. So I got a couple tips. When you're doing your brows, number one, take your time. Do not rush doing your brows, because if you rush, you're going to make a mistake and then you're going to be upset. Number two, you need to remember that they're sisters and not twins. So what you do to one side has to mimic the other side the best that you can. So if one is off a little bit, that's okay, because you might have hair missing because you might have a scar. So don't panic. Don't worry about it. If they're not perfectly identical, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Number three, when you're doing your brows, you're going to use your dominant hand. So for me, I'm right-handed. So this is my dominant hand. When you're doing your brows, it's normal to want to do our dominant eye. So if you're right-handed like me, it's normal to want to do your brow first with the right eye and then mimic on the left eye. The problem with that is when you get your brow on your right eye done really, really well, and then you go to do it on the opposite eye, you're reaching your hand and your arm across your body and across your face, and then you have to try to mimic what you did on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. And the right-hand side might look really, really great, but then when you do the left-hand side, you're like, it doesn't look so great, it might be a hot mess. So to avoid that issue, take your dominant hand and start with the opposite eye first. This way your hand and your arm is going to cross over your body. You can create the look that you want for your brow. Then do the right eye, because it'll be easier to mimic the right eyebrow than it is to mimic the left eye, so they look very similar. So those are my three basic tips on how to do a brow. Now I have a couple different products that I'm going to be using on my brow. I'm actually going to be using this Moodstruck brow pencil, which is amazing, as well as this pomade. Now, this is called the Sculpt and Style Brow Pencil, and it's pretty cool. It's got a tip, and it looks like this. It does not need to be sharpened. So what's great is it does not need to be sharpened, and it's on an angle, so you can create thin or wide hair strokes. The other side has this little brush, and what's great is you can fluff and style your brows when you're done, and you can also blend them. So if you like to blend the inner corners of your brows so they're a little bit softer as they bleed into the tail, this is a great brush for it. This is the color black. I got black because sometimes when I get dark brown, my dark brown isn't dark enough for my brows. My brows are pretty close to being black, so I use black, but I may switch it up and try dark brown later on. So you're going to want to find a color that works for you. It comes in 5 colors. It comes in blonde, it comes in auburn, it comes in brown, it comes in dark brown, and it comes in black. And it's going to be very easy to blend, to smudge, and transfer resistant. Because it's got that triangular tip, you can create different shades as well as different brush strokes, thicker brush strokes or thinner brush strokes, which is really, really great. And it's got a variety of different waxes in this product that makes your eyes look amazing. It's got hydrogenated microcrystalline, which holds pigment for even color and smooth application. It's got Hellenius aniseed seed oil in it, which is basically sunflower seed oil, and I love sunflowers, and sunflowers are from nature, and you can get seeds from nature, so hey, why not? Which is always good for your skin. And it's rich in antioxidants, so it's rich in antioxidants, and it's got fatty acids, which are deeply nourishing and to smooth your hair out, so those little brow hairs. And then it's got synthetic beeswax, which it helps hold and shape your brows hair. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly use this. I'm going to turn it up, and then I am going to take and I'm going to follow the shape of my brow. I'm going to create my tail. I'm going to start at the bottom, and then I'm going to start at the top. And I'm looking to my mirror on the side because my phone screen is kind of small. And I'm going to lightly fill in my brows. And I'm going to draw the front in. I'm going to lightly draw it in, because I'm actually going to fill it in with another brow product. Now you don't have to use 2 products, you can use 1, it's completely up to you. I like to use 2. Okay, so there's the left eye. Now we're going to mimic it on the right eye. You're going to follow the underneath shape of your brow, pull out the tail, and then follow the top. And it's always good to do lighter strokes because you can always go back in and darken it if it's not dark. Okay, and there's the right eye. So there's the left eye, there's the right eye. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Now I'm going to use our dual pomade. Now we carry dual pomade as well as dual powder brows. This is the pomade. So you can get the pomade in, you can get the brow dual palette in a pomade or powder, or you can mix and match them. So if you want to do 1 pomade and 1 powder, it's completely up to you. Same 5 colors, so blonde, auburn, brown, dark brown, and black. I'm actually going to use the lighter shade in the front to fill in. I'm going to use this brow pencil. I've had it taped because it came apart, but it still works. This will still work great. Okay. So with the powder, you're going to get fuller, fluffier brows, and then you're going to get, and it's got a finely milled pigment, which is going to allow even color and shapes. This is the pomade. And I'm going to lightly fill it in. And you just want to fill in your hair in the front up to the rest of the brow hair. So if you're like me and over tweezed in the 90s, you suffer from the same problem, unless you got microbladed. So I'm going to lightly fill. So the brow powders are really great because it's a finely milled pigmented powder. It delivers a smoother color that shapes and defines your brows, and it adds dimension. And it's also buildable and blendable, so that's always good. The pomade is longer wearing and it's transfer resistant, keeping brows in place. It's rich and creamy, and it's highly pigmented, and it gives you more sculpted and structured brows appearances. So that's one thing good about the pomade that I really, really like. The powder has hyaluronic acid, and it smooths and retains moisture for your skin and your hair, so that's always good. And remember, none of these products are have been tested on animals. So I know some of you are concerned. Has it been tested on animals? No, it has not been tested on animals. And as a vegan, I don't do animal products. So you should breathe a sigh of relief. It's also got vitamin E, which conditions and supports the skin for healthier looking hair. It's also got castor oil, which is rich in ryocetin fatty acids, which nourishes hair and your follicles, which is always a good thing. And then it's got argan oil, which is rich in antioxidants. And it's got, and it also nourishes your hair follicles. So the pomade is really cool because it's got biotin, which supports hair health. So if you are like me and take a biotin to help your hair and your skin and your nails grow, the pomade has biotin in it, which is really, really good for your hair. It's also got hyaluronic acid. It's also got vitamin E, castor oil, as well as argan oil. So both of these products are really great for your skin. And I'm just using a mixture of the lighter color and the darker color. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in to my brows in a moment here. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the pencil I'm just going to draw a little bit of stroke right in here. See how my brows just look a little bit more fuller? I'm just going to do a little bit of stroke right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the end of this brush right here, and you are going to fluff up and lightly blend it in. And then you can also brush your brows in place so they don't go anywhere, because you really don't want them to go anywhere and come off until you decide you're ready to take your makeup off. You're just going to fluff up and brush. And then if you get a little bit on your skin like myself, just take something like a Q-tip and then put it right onto the spot and then twist it and lift up. And as you do that, it's going to remove the little mark that you accidentally made. So that is super easy on how I do my brows. Again, this is the Sculpt in Style brow pencil. So it's got a fluffy brush on one end, and then it's got your triangular pomade on the other side. And then this is the dual brow palette. And this we have the lighter color and the darker brown color. And you can mix and match. You can do a pomade, you can do a powder, or both powder. It's completely up to you. If you want more information on these brow products that I'm using, or you want to order them, just go to my website, stacymakemeover.com, and send me a message and say, hey Stacy, I want more information on the Sculpt and Style brow pencil. Can you give me some more information? Can you give me some more information? Or, hey Stacy, I want to get the dual brow palette and I want to do one pomade and one powder brow color. Can you help me with that? Absolutely. You're more than welcome to get my help. I would love to help you, gorgeous. Again, my website is stacymakemeover.com, gorgeous. And I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, gorgeous. Bye.